Now, another notable man to tell you about. He's a mechanical engineer, a community advocate, and a cigar expert, all rolled into one.
Our Community Affairs Director, Lisette Campos, introduces us to the Tampa native named Hispanic Man of the Year.
They are the immigrants who helped Tampa earn its place in history as a cigar capital of the world, cigar rollers. 284 million cigars hand-rolled in 1906 alone. The old photos of workers are fading, the factory's now all gone, but for one Tampa cigar family, the love affair with cigars and the industry goes on.
This is one of our humidors, and we keep it pretty much at temperature of 55 degrees, just like wine.
55-year-old Arturo Fuente is the third generation of his family in the cigar business. Their Tampa Sweetheart Cigar Company in Ybor City in one of the original Fuente cigar factories.
Grandpa started, believe it or not, he came over in 1902.
The first Arturo Fuente arrived from Cuba when he was 14 years old. By 1912, at the ripe old age of 24, he opened his own cigar factory in West Tampa. The image of sweethearts he created to brand his cigars, still used today.
All of us were very passionate about the products that our family makes and our history of our family.
In the Dominican Republic, his cousin Carlito produces the family cigars. From Ybor City, Fuente markets and sells them worldwide. It's a family business in every sense of the word. Wife Marta transforms empty cigar boxes into purses. Daughter Kristen is head of finance and information systems. Other relatives work here too, all under the watchful eye of Arturo Fuente Sr., close to 80 years old, but only semi-retired.
Through pioneers like Vicente Yvonne, my grandfather, and so forth, that had a dream, an American dream, to come into this country and build their business. And it's unbelievable. He would have never imagined that our business overall was going to be 100 years.
In most retrospectives about a family business, the story would end here. But the Fuentes are not your average family. Community service is also a central part of this family's legacy.
So they're very deeply rooted here, and what I've been able to see in my time is a resurgence of Ybor families that have become prominent, returning and really bringing Ybor into the next century.
Tom Keating is the president of the Ybor City Chamber of Commerce. He describes Fuente as a constant Ybor advocate, thinking of new ways to attract businesses and tourists to the neighborhood, growing the local economy, not just his own.
We started a new event called Ybor Aficionado Days, which was to focus on the high-end experience of Ybor, the ultimate Ybor experience, which is cigars and coffee and wine and beer, and matching those things together.
It's an event that's become a major tourist attraction for cigar aficionados nationwide.
He is one of those individuals that doesn't wait to be asked to volunteer. He is the first one to raise his hands when it comes to getting involved in getting the fundraising projects going.
Ruben Alfara is quick to note that Fuente is about more than cigars. He knows him as a Rotarian.
He belongs to the Tampa Rotary Club and is an honorary member of the Ybor City Rotary Club. He has been very active and very instrumental on both clubs in helping raise funds for the different projects that our clubs support. Primarily, the Tampa Club provided clean water filters to many homes in the Dominican Republic.
They used to go to the river, which is a few miles away, and they used to, fill up the containers of contaminated water. So what the Tampa Rotary Club did was that they went over there and they installed filters.
Fuente himself installed some of the filters, modeling the way for his daughter Kristen.
I think it's part of who he is. My father, he's such an intellectual person, but he's such a generous person at the same time. He has a warm heart, and he loves to see other people happy and to try to make a difference.
From Fuente's career as a mechanical engineer to running the family's cigar business, one constant remains, a desire to give back to the community that gave his grandfather a new start a century ago.
I'm very proud of you. You've been an inspiration, you've been a role model, and I hope to follow your footsteps.
Lisette Campos, ABC Action News.